coming tonight. My name is Christy Reard, and I am the high school principal. I am starting to learn names and faces, but I am honored to introduce our band tonight. I have had such a wonderful time watching them practice, watching them perform, watching them march to the field, just being fun and silly. They are the best of the best, and I am so honored to introduce them to you tonight. Mrs. Bostwick, thank you for making sure our students are well prepared, and enjoy the evening.
Presenting the Delta High School Panther Marching Band under the direction of Amy Bostwick, assisted by Chris Bear, with color guard advisors Andy Wolpert and Jillian Bozarth. The band is led into the gym tonight by field commanders Kelsey Hobby, Isabella Summers, and Ethan Jessing. Please rise and join in the singing of the Delta High School alma mater.
Stand, forms up. 1, 2, 3, 4.
To honor our country, we have a selection of patriotic tunes ending with America the Beautiful. Before we continue on with the national anthem, I'd like to invite former Delta Band member Jose Ramirez down on the floor, please. Jose just returned last week from boot camp, Marine boot camp at Parris Island, South Carolina. Graduated and said boot camp was not so bad. I like to think part of that might have been his participation in marching band. But we want to definitely thank Jose for his service and show him how proud we are of him. And if you please stay standing for the national anthem. As we do some adjustments, we have just a few announcements for you. First of all, we are not on a football field, and the students today, for the first time, ran through in this area here during school. So some things will look a little different than they do on the field. Some things just don't work in here. So we may be standing still for some certain things, but where we think there will be a nice visual effect, we'll do that for you. Also, you can see that our football players have joined us. Dalton down there, wave Dalton. Sean in the back. And Hunter in the back. So happy to have them joining us. We wanted to recognize their effort. They're proud to wear the football jerseys. They never join us for pregame because they're with the team then, but we're so happy that they're permitted to join us for halftime. So we thank Coach Wolford for that. Also, you're going to see some of our brass players step off the court to empty their condensation in the receptacles. As you can smell, the floor has just been redone, and we want to make sure it stays looking nice for the teams that are playing in here this winter, which is why your kids are marching in socks. All right, we move on to some of our summer music that we paraded with. We use these as pep band tunes. These were some of the first routines that Flags learned, and just fun tunes to clap along. Let's get it started at Uptown Funk. program. There's a whole lot of people to thank to make this sort of thing happen. Just tons and tons of people listed there. One of the groups that are listed there are the Delta Music Boosters, and we have Shannon Lohr here who would like to say a few words. Shannon, I'm going to pull the microphone out to the middle, okay?
Made it short enough for me. Thank you. Thank you and welcome for coming to the concert this evening. But one of the things I want to first do before we continue on with the show is anybody who volunteered with the band this fall, either chaperoning, providing a potluck meal, actually serving the meal, working at the Delta Music Booster concession stand, could you please stand in any other volunteer capacity that you've done with the band this fall? Can we give these individuals a round of applause? Without your time and your talents, some of the things that we want to accomplish for the band and the other music programs at PDY schools would not happen. And we appreciate everything that you do. And, you know, we're always looking for volunteers in every capacity. So please check the Delta Facebook page for the Delta Music Boosters, the band, or the choir, and sign up today. We, as the Delta Music Boosters, are here to support and enhance these students that you see behind us. And our goal and everything that we've been working on this fall is to equip this band with uniforms. We want to see 100% of these students standing behind us with uniforms. So a lot of the stuff that we have been fundraising for will go to equip the students next year with the proper uniforms and equipment to be able to continue to do such lovely shows for all of us to witness on and off the field, in this gym, and for parents and families to come and see. And with that, one of the ways that we do that is with fundraisers. And we are doing a special holiday sale. It's gift giving season. It is November 1st. I can talk about Christmas, right? Halloween is done. And we have a select items. We're going to be selling 7 select items for the gift giving season. And these orders are due by November 11th. And I will have these at the door before you exit this evening. And we have a special Delta Beats t-shirt, limited quantity, that we will be selling in long sleeve and short sleeve for everybody to wear this fall. My name is Shannon. I would welcome any of you to attend the Delta Music Booster meeting that we hold the first Tuesday of every month in the band room. Second Tuesday, at 7 o'clock. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to use the PDY Music Booster Gmail account to shoot an email to me, and I'm happy to speak to any of you about volunteering. So thank you, and let's continue on.
Thank you, Shannon. Well, she sort of has let the cat out of the bag. We love to recognize our football players, but in honesty, they're standing in front of you in football uniforms because we don't have uniforms for them. We have extra uniforms, just not in the correct sizes that we need to accommodate. So with that, you're going to be, hearing of some fundraisers specifically geared toward uniform replacement. The uniforms that you see before you are a bit over $500 each. So I just wanted you to know what kind of goes into your kids, participating. There's a whole lot of money in cloth out here. So I want to invite you, if you'd like to buy a uniform, see me, and we'll put your name in that uniform so that's forever recognizing your contribution. We just want to offer that to you. As well as, if you notice, I think most of you got a program patron form as you came in, a white sheet. If you didn't, they're right outside the door. Just another way, to raise funds. This is a great thing to invite people to do that maybe can't come to every concert, or a relative that isn't always hit up by the same fundraisers. I understand that is very difficult. But it's a way that they can make a donation, contribution to our program, the band and choir programs, and then from here on out, for the rest of the year, their names will be printed in every program to just recognize their contribution. So those are a couple ways that you can help out if indeed you are able to do so. Please take note of all the upcoming events because there are a lot happening. Some of these things, all of these things you've probably known about as parents. The one thing that you may not have known about was the Senior Citizens Luncheon that comes up on November 15th. That is during the school day, but I'm mentioning that to you in case you have relatives that would like to join us for lunch that day. They just need to watch the Atlas for information or call the high school office and they can pass along the information on how you can be our guest. The Dellers perform, the band performs. They serve, I think it's the Honor Society, National Honor Society, that serves a beautiful lunch right in this room. So keep an eye on those things. If you ever have any questions about these events, please don't hesitate to call, or email might be best. And we move on now with our music from our Michael Jackson show. Is it on? Yeah. Okay. I'm so glad this title is printed in the program because I never remember the title of it. How many times have I asked you? Like every time. Every time we ever perform it, I always say, what's the name of that song? So this is The Way You Make Me Feel. We move on to Smooth Criminal, which features our new color guard. And that featured our percussion section and our mad dance skills of the band. And now we feature Jake Willett on alto saxophone for I Want You Back. Take just a second to let their chops rest and empty water and all that good stuff, maybe switch music around. Let me give you a couple more announcements. Please make sure you notice that the December concert is on a different date than you probably were given at the beginning of the year. We just had some facilities conflicts and had to move both band and choir concerts around for December. So it is Sunday, December 18th at 7 with the choir, and that's always nice for many, many reasons. The beautiful music. We end with a big band and choir sing-along, and also that's when you get to pick up your poinsettias. Poinsettia sale starts, I think, now, tomorrow, next week? I think it starts Friday. So if you'd like to order poinsettias to brighten your home and help out the program, then please look for those order forms and be prepared to pick it up at the concert in December. If you have a middle school band or choir student, theirs is the week before, and you'll be able to pick up their poinsettias on their concert night as well. So earlier I announced our football players. Football players, raise your hand again. Actually, raise your instrument or raise something really high. Okay, thanks, Sean. That was a little overachieving, but that's good. We have many students that are super, super busy, and this is just one of the busy things that they do. So if you are a fall athlete, raise your instrument. So there's a lot of students going back and forth from different practices to athletics to band and various other clubs and things like that. So I definitely appreciate all of their commitment to all of those things. In a school our size, it's awesome that we can have students do anything that they're compelled to do and that that they have a passion for. All right, we go on with our senior show. So seniors, I'd like to invite you down on the volleyball sideline. We have two selections from the senior show. The first selection is, we just call it mashup number 1. The seniors did something I've never had a group of seniors do before, and that is that they took snippets of all of their favorite songs and squished them together so that they could have all of those songs represented in their show. And if you were at the little bit rainy but super fun halftime show where they performed, they did an awesome job. And I'm not sure if you realized, but they also charted all of that. So any movement that happened on the field, that was their doing. This is a pretty special class. So from your right is Jake Willett. Kelsey Hobby, Devontae Blanchard, Morgan Davis, Abby Bowerman, Ethan Jessing, Chelsea Allen, Sam Kyle, Nicholas Heben, and our last senior, it's her first year since we just brought color guard back, so it's almost like she's a freshman, but she's a senior. It's Bibiana Gutierrez. And this is senior mashup number 1. And for a little dance along fun, they also chose to represent their senior year, actually all their years here at Delta, with a little Cupid Shuffle. All right, folks, relax a bit. All right, we have a couple special presentations for you. So as the students are moving around and getting set up super, super quietly, we'll go on with some thank yous. Actually, all right. Sorry, I'm going to be blocked by a speaker there. A couple really special people that have joined the crew this year, so to speak, and have really just done an outstanding job. If I could have Chris, Andy, and Jill come on down for a second. So as you know, adding color guard, we needed the right advisors. There's no way that I could possibly do that with whatever else I'm doing during band camp and rehearsals. So Andy Wolpert and Jill Bozarth both expressed interest. They both worked together really well, so we took them both on. Jill is a band parent, and Andy is a former Delta flag spinner and is our school counselor here. So what are you laughing at? She's just giggly. So they have tag teamed working with the girls, and remember, we had to start from basics. The girls hadn't done this at all before. I think the flag corps has been gone maybe 8 years. So really none of these girls would have had any experience in that, so it was really starting from scratch. Super excited. We're super excited to grow that. It just adds such a nice visual to the band. I love it. I've wanted it since we've been growing. Super thankful for Andy and Jill. So if you give them a round of applause, we're so glad they're here. And serving as assistant band director, which is a supplemental position, is Chris Bear. And we don't hold it against him, although he is an Evergreen graduate, and then went on to study music education at Adrian College and graduated last spring. And is in this area, so we definitely wanted to utilize his talents. He was a tuba major, so that always helps, and if you hear, our tuba sounding really big, I would think part of that's due to Chris. Chris Bear has been just super helpful in many ways. The way that I didn't expect him to be helpful, I didn't expect to need, but he carries everything. Like ladders and drums and everything, anything that needs to be carried, he's gone, he's with it. So I'm super thankful for his physical attributes and the fact that he has really helped us sound better, helped the sousaphones, helped our marching out on the field with us, so I definitely give him a huge round of applause. Well, now you have to show them.
There's chocolate in there. This is our name. And your name is Amy.
They deserve that and way, way more. Thank you very much, you guys.
There's chocolate.
And there's chocolate to top it all. Watch, this is how it works. I need something carried. And it magically happens. It won't collapse, I promise. Isn't it amazing? Any of you know me well know that I'm not graceful. In fact, it's sort of the joke at my house that I trip. I'm surprised no one has taken bets on how much I'm going to trip up here. So we have marching band awards.
In the spring, your sons and daughters will receive the awards that they've earned, their letter, their pin, a plaque depending on how many years of participation they have. However, these awards were voted on by them. So they have a different place in their heart, I'm sure, to receive something voted on by their peers. So we start with Outstanding Freshman Bandsman. And this is awarded, well, let me tell you what this is about first. Oh, that was so mean. The students are asked to vote on the people for outstanding bandsmen that just emulate an outstanding band member. They try really hard. They're playing their hearts out, marching as, like nobody's business, and just being a well-rounded student. So freshmen, for this to be a freshman coming in, obviously all of the upperclassmen have had to take note of this person as well. So for our freshman outstanding bandsman is Lily Strong. Sophomore outstanding bandsman is Mia Beltran. Junior outstanding bandsman you see up in front all the time, and that's Isabella Summers. And senior outstanding bandsman is Morgan Davis. Did you see how good she was at hugging? She's also our official band hugger, which, by the way, was passed on from Jose Ramirez. The next award is the Most Improved Award, and from the first day of band camp until they voted a week, maybe 2 weeks ago, a week and a half ago, this person definitely has shown strides, and obviously their peers recognize that fact because the Most Improved Award goes to Mindy O'Neill. The next award is the Spirit Award, and this is the person that just goes all out cheering and obviously, gives that sense of pride to the band with, helping with cheers and the momentum of the group. And that, without surprise, goes to Ethan Jessing. But wait, what's this? A second Spirit Award? Now, in the ballots, oftentimes with so many students to choose from, the ballots or the votes are sort of spread around, and there's a clear winner. Well, in the Spirit Award, there was a clear winner, but a clear second because most of the people in the band voted for either Ethan or what we're calling this year, which I thought needed to be recognized, was second place Spirit Award to Ramsey Hockenberry. And the final award is the Best Marcher. And this person, is similar to bandsmen, but overall, we have our freshman, sophomore, junior, and senior, which is a huge honor. This person sort of is the overall Best Marcher. And again, without a surprise, goes to Chelsea Allen. They've all thanked me when they come up, and I'm just so happy to give them a hug, but remember, it's your peers that voted you up here, so make sure you thank them. Could you give them another round of applause, please? Can I say? Chelsea said this is always awkward putting your trophies back, but they still have to play. Okay, I'm going to try it. Did you guys get set up when I turned my back? I love them. I didn't even tell them to get in this position. That's awesome. They are apparently all set up to play for you. The beginning of our John Williams show, which is the theme from Superman, and we feature Robbie Arredondo and Devontae Blanchard on the trumpet solos. And we'll bring our flags down front for a theme from Jaws. Luckily, they're okay because we're going to keep them up front to feature Jurassic Park. By the way, if you've noticed, I'm not really the voice of the band. Mrs. Chiesa, who is the voice of the band, couldn't be here tonight. She also had conferences at the elementary school, and don't tell her, but I have a mug for her too, so don't tell her. But she's been doing this for probably 4 years, and we just really appreciate her excellent speaking voice. But you're stuck with me today. So we have Theme from Jurassic Park by John Williams. All right, before our last number, we want to thank you all for coming tonight. We want to thank Mrs. Reard for our welcome. If you've not introduced yourself to her, please stop and introduce, let her know which kid you belong to. And we're happy to have her here this year. So definitely thank you for that welcome. After we exit, please stop and get all the forms that you need, whether that be a program patron form or a spiritware form, and support how you can. We thank you so much for coming tonight. This is Theme from Raiders of the Lost Ark. with them. I never realized how kind of sad that is. A little bit sad, I'm sorry.